Hello, and a very warm welcome to this week's edition of Nightshift, live from Corfu. And today we're broadcasting somewhere in the middle of nowhere in a lay-by overlooking the beautiful village of Pentati on the west coast of the island. And in tonight's show, as always, we'll be attempting to answer a few viewers' and listeners' questions, running a small feature on fire safety, and mentioning a few upcoming events. And as always, I'm lucky enough to be joined in the art bubble tonight by Thomas Haas. Hello, Thomas.
So, hello, Adrian.
Hello.
How are you doing, my man?
I'm very well, thank you. A little bit hot, and I've got the sunglasses on just for a change because I am actually being blinded by the light. That makes a change. The glorious sunshine. I can't shut it out, but I have to say I wouldn't be able to see anybody if I didn't wear the sunshade, so I do apologise just for the moment in wearing them. I'm sure it makes me look a little bit better anyway, quite frankly. Don't you think, Thomas?
Yeah, no, it's going to be all right, my man. I mean, that's the summer, thanks God.
Isn't it beautiful? And where we are, isn't this a fabulous location yet again?
Definitely. I mean, we can't do any better. We just on the west coast of Corfu. Let me show that to you quickly. So, when I go on here, and here we go. Here you can see the map. We're on the west coast of Corfu. When you look Balecas, down Agios Gordios, and just above Agios Gordios, after the village of Pentati, on top of the mountain.
That's right.
When you go down the other side is Validades.
Yes, that's correct. Yes, a bit further on up where we are now.
Again, in the middle of nowhere, just on a lay-by with this fantastic view.
It's amazing. We just couldn't help ourselves. When we saw it the other day, we just said, there's the ideal spot for a night shift sunset. And here we are. Hope you're enjoying it, ladies and gentlemen, as much as we are bringing it to you.
Yeah, and we can see here my cursor, and on this road here somewhere, we up in the mountain and having this fantastic sunset view straight over what is we can see in the distant Pelecas.
We can indeed. Pelecas is the town nestled on the cliff top, and the Glyfada beach to the right of that, and way up beyond all of that I think is Paleokastritsa, probably beyond the third hill, or headland I should say.
Yeah, definitely. So it looks, what is next to Pelecas? This
the Glyfada beach, isn't it? I think Glyfada, and Amones is there as well.
Amones, Glyfada beach, what a fantastic view, and the sunset is happening. So, as you all know, we are here every Friday. We tried to do every Friday. Yesterday we had a little bit of an emergency.
We did, I'm afraid, yes.
Not broadcast, and we also changed our internet system.
We did. It all happened at once, so we had to do a little bit of bedding down, as they say. But tonight we thought we couldn't miss the sunset, and we just had to see you guys because, hey, guess what? We miss you.
No, definitely. No, and we are streaming now simultaneously on Facebook, on YouTube, and our website, StudioKerkyra.com. I hope this is happening without any hitches or anything.
Yes,
so
and should we just say, if it's all going according to plan, a very warm welcome to everybody who's watching us on YouTube. It'd be lovely to have you on board, lovely to see you, or for you to see us, should I say, perhaps.
Yeah, and if you're logged onto our website, www.StudioKerkyra.com, very warm welcome to you too. So, yes, we simultaneously streaming, and that's through, we have to say that it's Cosmo Day, isn't it?
It is Cosmo Day, the #1 network here on the island of Corfu, Greece. Actually, I would go so far to say it's the #1 network in the whole of Greece. Fantastic coverage in terms of geographical spread. Also, I would like to highlight the amazing customer service that you can expect to get from Cosmo Day. Thoroughly professional outfit, ranking amongst the best of the telephone companies in the world that I've certainly had dealings with.
You're loving them, aren't you? So,
very good, Thomas. That's why I'm not here able to complain about them. I can't. I can complain about a few other telephone companies, which will remain nameless. But I can honestly say, with my hand on my heart, I have no complaints at Cosmo Day.
No,
they
so
might
far,
be a
so
little
good.
bit more expensive.
Yeah, so far, so good.
Yes, but you pay for that little bit extra quality. They go the extra mile, I do believe.
Definitely.
Thomas, can I just say, Haiva Ilta. I believe that's good evening in Finnish to all our Finnish friends, because I actually know we have a few. So, hello, I hope I've got that right.
Yeah, and our boss Gerhard is watching, as
Claire.
always, and we are also both families watching. Hello, Paul, thank you for watching. So, if you guys have any questions regarding this beautiful island of Corfu, don't hesitate. Message us now. We can read the messages as we are live, or send us an email to inbox@StudioKerkyra.com, or a message through Facebook.
Yes, that would be good. We'd love to hear from you. Whatever it is you have to say to us, please say it to us. We just love hearing from you. And I should also say bonsoir and guten Abend as well.
Yes, welcome and hello, good evening. Wunderschönen Abend zu all unseren deutschsprechenden Freunden, die jetzt im Moment zuschauen. Danke fürs Zuschauen, ist ein wunderschöner Sonnenuntergang hier, just über ja, wir schauen drüber über die wunderschöne Insel auf Corfu. So, dass wir get this one.
Very well said. Brilliant.
International.
You see, you can do better than me. Yes, we are. We have a full international flavour here at StudioKerkyra.
Definitely, and just to let you know what is happening here with the weather, it's 31 degrees at the moment, the wind is blowing from the north 7 miles an hour, the humidity is 59%, visibility of 9.7 kilometers, and the UV index today was 4.
4, okay, not too bad, and I take it as a 0 chance of rain. I always like it when they say that.
Probably.
Yes, I like it when I read that though. Makes you feel good, doesn't it?
So if everybody's interested, the sunset's gonna happen here at 21:09.
Okay, that's great.
So brilliant, isn't it?
It is indeed. We couldn't have got a better position.
Moving on and moving on and moving on.
Absolutely, yes. Halfway up a mountain again, I know. We like our mountains, you know, here.
Definitely, definitely. But the heat, there's a heat wave. The heat waves went through Europe, through Paris,
very
all
hot
the
there,
others.
46 just under, I think. That's a record temperature for our French friends. Bonsoir to you all, good people.
Definitely, nice record temperature. And when Athens was very, very hot yesterday.
Yes, it was. I don't know how hot was it actually?
It's around 45 degrees.
45
somebody said to me in
Athens.
Athens. And,
Yes,
yeah, that's gonna go quick. And that brings us to our first thing we have to talk about quickly, and that's fire safety.
Very important. Yes,
I had a quick talk this afternoon with a fire man, and he said, hey guys, if you can do us a favor and just plug quickly, please guys, be careful with the barbecues. I mean, when we have a fantastic evening like now, there is no wind, it's wind still, it's a brilliant one, there is not a much risk, but make sure where you place your barbecue here, because this can be over so quickly when you start it. And I just have a quick video here, and when you just go over to this video quickly, and that's the video from Halikunas last year, where
yes, I remember,
the fire
Thomas.
just took over.
That was quite scary, wasn't it? It was very near where we are.
Yeah, definitely, and this is not far away from us, and the amount of smoke that was rising into the sky, it was tremendous, to be honest, and this was quite frightening, because we both could see it from the balconies.
Absolutely,
and one fire engine after another arrived, and it's just the noise of the sirens constantly, and we thought, okay, they're gonna have a problem in catching that fire, but as you know, the guys are brilliant.
I was just going to say that, Thomas. They're amongst the best firemen in rural areas that I've ever known. They're absolutely amazing, and I think one of the things that sets them apart is that they're out in strange places, in the undergrowth, in the bush, ready to be as near as possible to any nasty hotspots. So they're not just based in the far stations of towns and villages. Oh no, they're actually out in the countryside.
In the countryside.
Ready to intercept at a moment's notice.
So
they do a fantastic
job. So harsh by saying, okay, cut your grass, when your property, cut your grass. Your grass is cut, you have less likelihood of being affected from a fire. But when we look over here, okay, and up, oops, that's the sunset life, guys. Here, west coast of Corfu, we can see down to Agios and over to Pelekas. What a beautiful view. But back to the fire, it's really, really heavy.
It is indeed, yes, and they're right to warn about barbecues, because that's something that's so easily to overlook. You get carried away with the swing of the party, you want to get home after a long, good barbecue, and you just forget, don't you? It's very easy to do, but if you have some water standby, you could always chuck that over the coals to make absolutely sure all the burning embers are well and truly out.
Definitely, and it's not just the barbecues, it's also smokers. I mean, we're both smoking.
Yes,
but we don't throw our cigarettes out the window.
Never do we do that. We're very careful with the
It's also
butt
things
ends.
you may be used from home, and you shouldn't do it at home too, because this is littering, isn't it?
It is litter, yes, absolutely.
Don't throw your cigarettes out, please, or don't throw any aluminium cans out, or aluminum cans, how American friends say.
Yes, good points, yes.
So be very, very careful. Most of the villas you're renting, they all have a barbecue built in. So that's a safe
stone,
area,
which is very safe.
One,
yes.
And they built it at the perfect space, so nothing can happen. So enjoy it and knock yourself out. But if you have one on the beach, make sure it's not a windy day, and you will in a sandy area, and so the sparks can't fly everywhere.
Absolutely, and have a bottle of water standing by just in case. And the other cause of fires, which I didn't know until Thomas reminded us a few weeks ago, was actually catalytic converters on the underneath of your car.
Yeah.
That's a very good point, Thomas, because that's not something that most people would have on their minds when they pull up in a nice little spot. No,
definitely. That's have this in your mind. You pull up the catalyst, it's very, very hot. That can start a fire.
That's
what you
very
did.
true.
So just saying hello to Schnellenberg Pascal. He said, hope
Right.
I can see so beautiful sunset on the 20th of August. So I guess, Pascal, you are coming to this beautiful island of Corfu. What a fantastic choice you made. You won't be
You
regretting
won't.
it.
No, not at all. No, 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 no.
No, definitely.
It's a great place. It always truly great.
Ah, it's fantastic. But this brings us on while we spoke about travel. For most, it's the first time, and I got the question in was somebody asking, okay, guys, what's with travel insurance? What's the best travel insurance? And I said, I don't know.
I know it depends where you're coming from, I think. I think it really does vary from every country that you depart from. Let's say, talking about the United Kingdom, easy thing to say is that some people's bank accounts come with free travel insurance. I'm sure that would cover everything you need on this island. Secondly, if you are worried enough to want to buy separate and individual travel insurance, it's very easy to do so online. Looking back in the past, in recent times, I reckon that the Co-op in England, or United Kingdom, did a very good deal on travel insurance. But if you go to one of those comparison websites like Money Saving Expert or whatever the others are called, Go Compare and all the rest of them, I'm sure if you punch in the expression travel insurance, you'll get a plethora of choice. You need a reasonable cover of medical expenses, I think. Most of them are pretty much the same. But, you know, Corfu is quite a safe place. Don't want to tempt Providence too much. But it's not exactly as if you're walking into a war zone or somewhere very high up on the list of danger. It isn't like that. So, in all due respect, I think as long as you're satisfied and happy that you've covered the most important things to you, then you're all right. I don't think you have to take any extra special travel insurance to come here. Really,
Get in contact with the guy who does your house insurance or your home insurance.
Well, that's also true.
And ask them. I mean, is a better bet just to talk with these guys, quickly inquire. But I would ask if you call them up or send them an email, inquire online. So I would shop around a little bit.
Oh, definitely.
But there's so many compare sites out there.
Yes, exactly. And there is a huge difference in price, I have to say, but not so much a huge difference in what they offer, quite frankly.
Exactly.
So it's nothing to worry about. That's the key point.
Exactly. I think that's the message we have to get across. Don't be worried about. Don't be frightened. There's so many horror stories out there of people, you know, and you get frightened. You get a little bit, you know.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Okay, but we're telling you honestly, there's no need to get in a worried state about insurance or indeed medical. I know that came up a few weeks ago. Questions about medics, didn't it? But we have a lot of clinics on this island. They're all pretty good finished to a high standard, and the level of nursing and doctor care, I think, is very, very good.
It's brilliant. It's fantastic.
Absolutely, yes.
So the next one, I mean, that's travel insurance. We don't need to talk anymore. No, unless we find a sponsor. And if you find a sponsor, you can come and join one of our sponsors here on the top of the screen. So, hey guys, thank you so much for sponsoring us. We have to mention them in there.
Yes, we do.
Because this is the guys what make it possible for us to do what we do.
So thank you, guys.
And thank you, guys. So this is so brilliant for your support, and we have more and more coming, and that's such a great thing.
That would be wonderful. Absolutely.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yes.
So thank you for that. I had to get that one in quickly. And the next one over is, how do you find the local festivals? Where
That's a good question.
Where's the best place to find out? So it's a
a couple of things spring to my mind. There's a ubiquitous Facebook with all the different groups on Corfu. There's probably the best bet, first call. If you're don't have a Facebook account, then maybe ask someone who's been here. There's a few publications on the island, guidebooks, a few guidebooks even do mention some festivals.
But when you go on, I mean, there's the Animeracy online. They update animeracy.com or go on Facebook. They have a Facebook page too. There you can be updated on all the festivals, what's happening on. Otherwise, it's all the groups in there. The Corfu Grapevine is a good bet, or Corfu North, Corfu South, and Corfu Central.
Yes, there's several down south.
Corfu down in Central, Corfu South is there.
There's a lot.
So there's quite, just type in Corfu and you're going to see all the groups popping up relating to Corfu. And when you go on to the Corfu villages, from Steve Ford, he puts up some village festivals, but there will be one after another now, so there is not a lot of break in between. So
No.
we got our work cut out
We
because
have.
we're gonna start probably on Monday already to hit it full power with covers, but we still wait for confirmation
Okay.
at the moment. So, but there's one coming up after another, and the best is what I booked in already is on the 3rd of August. We're gonna live stream that one,
Are
and
we?
that's the Pentati Fish Festival.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. I've been looking forward to that.
Oh,
Yes, that's exactly the one we need to do, Thomas. Good one, good one.
one.
We all like sardines here. Sorry, vegans, but we do like a sardine or two.
perfect.
So does the cat, mind you, but there we
And
go.
we're
It's a bit of a
talking
tug of war.
free sardines, yeah?
We're talking
We're
about
talking free sardines. You don't have to
Yes.
pay for these sardines.
No,
so
no, that's
the
right.
locals of the village come together. The fishermen go out in the night before and get them fresh. And in the evening, they are on the barbecue in the middle of the village outside the old school of Pentati. Very, very close to the beautiful church. Where
Yes.
it's fantastic view.
Absolutely. I would say one thing, though, that sometimes the date of the actual Fish Festival does change depending on where the moon. It's about the moon, isn't it, I do believe?
It's about the moon, exactly.
Yeah.
It has something to do with the full moon when they
Yeah,
catch them. And
exactly.
So,
I
but
think the
don't
fish
ask me
like
for
the full
data.
moon. No, we don't quite know our moon
I mean,
calendar. at the
I'm
moment.
surprised the fish know what it is. Yeah.
Well, there you go, yes. They're probably clever than we give them credit for, actually, I rather suspect.
So, and I have another one. Nicola Kinraid, where is this filmed from? Guys, I'm throwing the map on again quickly, and here you can see. Bam, here is the map, and you're gonna see my cursor. And we near up the mountain near Agios Gordis, just above the village of Pentati on the west coast of this beautiful island of Corfu. So in this area. So if you booked your holiday or your holiday at the moment here, Agios Gordis, fantastic place, fantastic beaches. You can walk through the cliff walk up to the village of Pentati, go past the fantastic church and walk along the road, and you're gonna find the spot we are broadcasting from today.
Yes, that's exactly right. And you're right to mention Agios Gordis because it is absolutely a beautiful seaside resort, perfect for families on the central part of the west coast of the island. It's glorious.
Ah, it's fantastic.
It
Man,
is
I wish I would have parked the van a little bit more level. I'm sliding.
Oh, you're sliding down towards me. Oh, well, I
It's
won't
okay,
take it
man.
personally, don't worry.
Look at that.
It'll be all right, Thomas. We're all right. There's more than room for...
But I'm
you know,
so
for us
happy
all.
today because today you get the full brunt of the sun. Normally it's me.
Yes, that's very true, actually. Well, we're slightly different, changed our angles a bit, haven't we? And I've had full sun, although the sun is going down to a
got the
more measured
sunglasses.
level now, so I may be
Yeah.
taking off my sunglasses. Shall I take them off?
Man.
I'll take
That's
them off.
up to you. You know, I
There
don't
we
want
are.
you to
That's
suffer.
all right. I think I'm okay.
This
I'm
is
not
better,
squinting
yes, they are
too.
fantastic
Yes,
colour.
let's do that.
It's the orange, and I think a little bit with the exposure up from the tea, my friend, that's fantastic. And there you see the sunset.
It is
live
beautiful,
from
isn't it? I mean,
Corfu.
actually, Thomas, the rays on the sea of the sun are coming straight towards our bubble, right to us. There we go. Look at that, right on our legs. High sun. All hail the sun. What an amazing
hail the
thing.
sun,
Well,
yes.
actually, without it, there would be no life on planet Earth.
No, not at all, not at all. But we need that substance down there, this liquid stuff, you know.
We do,
So
yes,
it's
water.
everything mixed together
Absolutely. Makes perfect planet. Well, it's almost perfect.
It's almost perfect. We get
There's a
it there.
few problems, yes, you know, the odd person here and there, but
We're
hey,
getting there.
no worries.
So
it's great, really.
Up, and my chair is rubbing against the table bed. But it's
Okay.
okay, guys. Cool. How to find local festivals? Every village has this festival. So
Yeah.
you're gonna see the posters on the side. If you see, I know you can't speak or can't read Greek, but you just look for two people look like the dancing, and underneath is a date that you can read, and there's also a number. That's the time when it's happening.
Yes.
Just rely on that one.
And
that's
of
it.
course, when you get here, wherever your accommodation is, there'll be someone around to ask.
Exactly,
Everyone will know.
definitely. If you have a good tour operator, they know where the local
Oh,
festivals
totally,
are.
yes. And
Definitely.
but when we're saying festival, the majority of them are what's known as panieris, aren't
The
they?
panieris, they
Yes.
jump up now everywhere. So
That's right.
starting from Monday, that's covers. We
Okay.
just see if we can cover that. Then it's Wednesday
That would be
something,
good.
then it's Friday something, Saturday
Okay.
Sunday again. So we have a work cut out. There's
We
the art
have.
gallery comes
Yes.
in between.
Why not?
Which is another thing we mention soon. But from festivals, you can find them in July and August, especially August,
Yes.
nearly every day.
Absolutely, yes, and it's the usual thing, isn't it? Lamb on the spit, as it were, dancing and music, and
Yeah, that's
everybody coming together in the village and the local area for an evening celebration of life, I think, really.
Definitely. Just looking through who is here. Buff Pentati, Gary replied to that. Tim is watching, Senior is watching, Wayne is watching. Hello guys, nice for you to
Hi,
watch.
Wayne.
Nice to see you. What a fantastic day. The temperatures are going up. It's getting hot. And
It is.
if you have anything you would like to ask us about this beautiful island of Corfu, don't hesitate to write in now live or send us email to inbox@studiokerkyra.com. nightshift.com, or after the show, just send us a message through the messenger, and we do our utmost best
We do.
to answer that.
Yes, we're pretty quick when we get the technology right, and it is working,
It's
touch
working,
wood, at the moment.
It's internet, everything is all, let's touch wood.
Yes,
Yeah, perfect.
jolly good.
But that's the sunset, and the sun is setting here now, so it's another, let me say, around 15 minutes away, and the sun gonna be completely gone. But that's what we're here for, that's what we wanna show you.
Yeah.
And yeah, the out and about gonna be the same. We're gonna pop up from different places all over the island soon, and oh, yeah, show you the best.
Absolutely, and we were lucky, weren't we, about 2 or 3 weeks back when we did a night shift from Fleury at Scala near Paramonas on the west coast, just further down the road, the coastline I should say, where we coincided with the most magnificent sunset, didn't we? But I think tonight is equal. I think how could you be much better, you know?
I mean, it's anywhere on this island, up north, west coast, this is fantastic.
Yes,
I mean, that's for the sunset. When you go over to the east coast, to different places, there's fantastic sunrises.
Yeah. Yes.
It's you know,
For sure.
this
a
this
bit worried
island
about
can
that
grab
one,
you
folks.
24 hours a day, so if you let it. But I know it's for you, it's a little bit simple. His colour
I would say, in the defence of that, that the East Coast still has enjoyable sunsets because you get the beautiful hues in the sky, the colours in the sky, but also on the water. And I'm thinking of lovely Bennett Says, where you've got fabulous colours and hues all around the bay.
Yeah, man, look at that, that's a sunset,
It's
isn't it?
glorious, Thomas.
It's coming
Absolutely
down now,
brilliant.
it's just... okay, stop. It's just into the, look at the island, look at the thing, just on the right, that's where Gordis is down. So a shame we can't see that anymore. But the sun is setting now in a perfect spot and beautiful, and we hope you enjoy that for the thing. Okay, the other thing we're having now is, that's a good question now from somebody, and this is, can we expect disruptions from the Greek elections this weekend?
Well, yes, that is a good question, and for the people of Greece, it's really, really big deal because
Yeah, no, you. I thought, Jamie, wait a little bit.
it's a really big deal, as the current Prime Minister, Alexis Tsipras, called a snap election for the 7th of July after suffering rather a large defeat in the European elections. I think they went down from 31 or 32% share of the vote down to 24. For whatever reason, Mr. Tsipras felt obliged to call a snap election. So here we are. It was very rushed together. And the other day in Corfu town, we were going past a theatre, and we found all the ballot boxes, didn't we? All waiting.
In Corfu town.
Yes.
There were sacks and sacks
Yes,
and sacks
yes.
full of the ballot papers for this weekend. But for tourism, I don't think there's any.
I don't
any
think there's going.
disruption for
No,
anyone.
not at all. When they held European elections here on the 23rd, I think it was of May, we hardly noticed anything at all. So it shouldn't, absolutely should not interfere with your pleasure of your holiday. It really shouldn't.
Definitely not.
And of course, don't forget, folks, Greece is the birthplace in the Western Hemisphere, Western civilization of democracy. The very word is Greek, for heaven's sake. So you can't really blame them for holding elections, can you?
Nah, definitely not. And when people were afraid, okay, selection Sunday, it's gonna go mad. No, it's gonna be all right, man. There's no problems. They go early to vote because they all have their businesses. They have to look after you and make sure you have a fantastic holiday. And that's that's paramount for them.
It is, and they do. They are, which we've said many times here on Night Shift, the Corfits are fantastic with their hospitality. Second to hardly any, although I know you get excellent customer service in America, United States of America, for instance.
Yeah.
They're very good with service. But so they are here. Attention to detail, I think, Thomas, is coming into play. But there's a general warmth, a genuine interest in you, the holiday maker, to make your holiday as happy and jolly as it possibly can be.
Exactly, and that's the whole point of the thing. So it brings me on to the next thing. Somebody was asking and said, okay guys, you were talking about the fish market. Where in town is the fish market?
Ah, well, that's a good question, but you know exactly where it is.
Yeah, man, we both were.
We do?
No, because it's funny, because if you come from the new fort,
yes,
you can see the fish market instantly.
The first thing you see and smell is fish. There's loads of it. But of course, if you're coming from the other way, which is, I believe, behind Marks and Spencer's.
Behind Marks and Spencer's, yeah.
Yeah, you see fruit and vegetables. Don't be put off, guys. Follow on through the fruit and veg, and there you'll see the fish. And when we talk about fish, we really mean fish. You can see all sorts of fish, from octopus down to tiny little whitebait. They're all there on many different, I suppose fish barrows would be a term to describe, wouldn't they? Quite large things.
They have nice stones there. They have them cooled down nicely, and yeah, I mean the varieties they have. The serving there is brilliant, but it is when you come from behind Marks and Spencer's and you go up there, it can be confusing. But the first thing is, you see the vegetable market, the fruit and vegetable.
So don't be put off.
So
soldier on through.
Walk through, and it's the same market.
Yes.
It's half of the stalls are fruit, vegetable. Then it's the coffee shops in the middle, and then it's the other half of the market.
Yes.
That's the fishmongers.
It's well worth a stroll through, isn't it?
And they come from all over the island. I mean, there's even Alekos from Bendati who got his fish stall in there.
Yes, great. Yes, remember? I know the guy, man. Yes. We hope to do a feature one day from there, don't we?
Yeah, man, we can hope a lot.
Well, we will try.
You know, that involves to get up at around 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, well, for the special occasion that the fish would be, I would be up for that, yes.
Yeah.
Bit of notice, yes,
right.
that would be all right, yes. No worries. No, everything for our art here at StudioKerkyra, of course we'll do it. We'll do it with a smile on our face as well.
You'll suffer for your art, don't you?
Absolutely. Well, you've got to, haven't you? But so they say, I don't know why you have to suffer at all. Anyway, it's not suffering, sitting here talking to you lovely guys, looking at the sun go down on the west coast of this beautiful holiday, magical island of Corfu. That's no hardship. That's not suffering. This is pure pleasure and joy.
And excitement. Yes.
Yeah,
this is how it is. Definitely. Brings me on to the next question. There's another one. This is gonna probably make your heart a little bit.
Is it going to tax my mind?
No, it's
good.
Fish market. We solved the last question of the day from the guys. Is Kavos okay to have an evening out?
Why not? It's as good as any other place.
Yeah, it's another email I got in, and they said, we heard so many bad things about Kavos. Is it safe to go there, a family with kids, or just a round of friends to go there? Is it really as brutal and as disgusting as they say?
Short answer is no.
I haven't seen no.
No, the short answer to that question is no, it is not brutal and disgusting and avoid at all costs or all risks.
A few years ago they had problems.
It had a bad reputation a few years ago, yes. But look, on the grand scheme of things, if you're going to go into these statistics, it's hardly the murder capital of the world. There are 1,000,001 places with a terrible record of murder or muggings. Kavos is not one of them. I suppose it is probably more geared for people who are single, maybe, couples, maybe. Families definitely go there and stay there, and a lot of fabulous facilities there. If you pays your money, you takes your choice. One thing I can say about Kavos is that there's a fantastic variety of different eateries. All sorts of food, from Chinese to Indian to loads of different Greek and American, lots of burger places and steakhouses there. And it's all on the level, a nice roam round, and you can't really get lost. Also, the actual beach at Kavos is rather nice too, and there's Old Kavos, there's a bit beyond there, and there's Cape, what's it called now, Cape Kavos or something like that anyway, which is just around the corner. So it's definitely a place to go and visit, and please don't be put off by the horror stories or the TV programmes that you may have seen a few years ago, because, well, hey, some of that might have been stage managed for the cameras.
It's not true.
Bear that in mind, exactly. A bit of fake news, possibly, Tom.
There were a couple of years ago, so there were a few years ago, I think 4 years ago, they were filmed him here and they done very stupid things and made Kavos look very stupid. After that followed a lot of confusion, a lot of anger from people, so there was some initiatives taken and they cleared up the act, and Kavos is a fantastic place also for the family, and yes, it's got some fantastic nightlife, and I think these stories are coming from other areas, especially Nordab. Kavos, be careful, just because you don't want the people to find out what a fantastic place down in Kavos it is. Well, that's my thing.
I'm struggling, Thomas, to find a single place on this beautiful holiday paradise island of Corfu that isn't lovely and wonderful and you want to stay at. Where is it? I don't know it, do you?
No, not every. I mean, if it's for every day, it's something here. And I mean, Kavos is fantastic. You just said the restaurants down there. My God, they have a fantastic steakhouse.
Yes, they do. Yeah. Oh, I haven't had that. Oh, well, I look forward to having one.
Steakhouse, but they have a fantastic smoothie house down there.
Yes, there is.
Yeah? And there's so many other things what are brilliant. Traditional tavernas and also Chinese they have there. So if you fancy in between when you're here for a few weeks, why not? But there's a good nightlife. There's a couple of good nightclubs down there. So the beach is beautiful. So why not?
Absolutely. Certainly worth checking out. It may be a bit of a drive, but you know what? The drive itself is beautiful. Actually, it's a very good flat road surface. Some good roads down there.
I have to say, yes,
Yes.
one of the best roads you can find here down in the south,
Exactly.
because here, as soon from Moretica down to Lefkimity Road is fantastic.
It is.
It's a joy to drive, it's a joy to be on there. It's wide enough, you don't have to worry what brings us on to the next thing. And that's a little bit of road safety mixed in, because there's a lot of people who just drive too fast on holiday and they're just
yes,
overdoing it.
very
So
true,
we had
Thomas.
a couple of close calls
We
again
have,
today. We
yes,
saw a few
I
things.
did indeed, yes.
Guys, take it easy.
Please.
Enjoy that. Look at that sunset. Just sit down there, have a bottle of wine open, chill, relax, and yeah, don't run around fast. Do
What's
this
the
at home,
point?
but
You're on
here-
holiday.
Exactly.
There's no rush here. It's what they say, Greek time, cigar,
cigar,
cigar.
cigar.
We rather like that, don't we, Thomas?
And while we see the sun going down, we have to
Isn't
mention
it
the other
beautiful?
thing, and that's it's really, really hot. The sun is really, really heavy. So when you come from England, as example,
Good point.
it takes get used to.
Sun cream is absolutely essential. But to acclimatise yourself, I think it's a good idea not to just go straight out and spend 12 hours in full sun on the beach with nothing, no protection, nothing. I don't think that's a good idea.
no,
Just slightly acclimatise yourself.
Yeah.
And plenty of hydration. Drink loads of fluids.
Loads of
That's
fluids.
really important, guys.
Definitely. I mean, I saw a few people now being on the beach, coming back off, and they really look like lobster. They're so red. I mean, they must suffer. That's just ruining your holiday.
yeah.
Don't be a cheapskate. Just pay 5-6 euros for your sun umbrella and do sunbaths and try to stay in the shade.
Yeah.
Have your sun. Of course, you want the color. You want to come home and say, "Oh, look at me." No?
Yes,
I've been on
for
holiday.
sure. Yeah.
But yes, I would do it moderated, in moderation.
Exactly.
You say no. Really. Do this slow. You here for 1 or 2 weeks. It only takes you 2 days to get nice color here. Believe me. it
You're
goes
right
quick.
there. Yes,
Yeah.
it does.
So don't overdo it, because that can ruin your holiday.
Yes.
And another question was in there, and that's relating sunburns. What to do when you sunburned? Just go to the nearest pharmacy.
Yes, after sun is very good. If you bring out sun cream, don't forget your after.
After seeing or
after
ask
sun.
your
Yeah.
a landlord where you rent the holiday accommodation, or in your hotel on reception, you sunburn, they're gonna help you out, or they have somebody who knows what to do. So, but here the sun is going down, and the west coast of Corfu. What a fantastic sunset again!
It's
And what a
beautiful,
location!
Thomas. How can you describe it anything other than absolutely stunningly beautiful?
Ah,
it really is.
it's just another thing. You know,
I can't help looking at it actually.
it's brilliant. It's beautiful when you
Oh.
can see the sea now. It is. I mean, you're seeing live the view here from the west coast of Corfu, and we're not far away from Agios Gordis, so this really central. Nearly
Yes,
we
it
are.
is. Central West, of course. of the
Central
island.
West,
Yeah.
and it's a fantastic, spectacular sunset. I don't know, you can see in the distance, this is the other island away from,
Yes, there's about 2 or 3 up
I
there.
think this is
there's 3.
Platia.
Yeah. Okay.
This
yes.
must be the island of Platia, if I'm not mistaken. But I can have a look here. Osoni, it can be Osoni too, but I think this looks more like Platia.
Okay, I'll
But
take your word for
I'm
it.
not sure, so if I'm wrong, please tell me off, guys. Send in the right name of the island. But then you can see not 5, but this is 1, 2 on the 3rd.
I think it's the furthest Paleocastrica.
Paleocastrica is the
Behind that.
furthest from here.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
sun is setting here on the beautiful island of Corfu. So guys, don't forget, if you have any questions regarding this beautiful holiday island of Corfu, don't hesitate. Write into us, inbox at StudioKerkyra.com, or send us live a message, and we do our utmost to answer that correctly. And if we answer something
Yes.
not correctly, still let us know. Tell us straight. It's not a problem.
Absolutely. We do get it wrong sometimes. Look, a couple of weeks ago I made a terrible faux pas in giving you the wrong emergency number. Of course, I gave you wrong one number, but the number should have been 166. I've got it right now. It's indelibly marked in my brain. That's for medical emergencies. It still stands as 112 as the EU emergency number. And I noticed on the fire clip, it was, what was it on there?
199.
199.
That's
Yes, right.
199. So
Yes.
that's for the fire department is 199 to call. So if you see a fire, dial 199 on your phone. They're gonna speak English. Don't worry about that. Or just best thing, approach a local or anybody who speaks Greek. So they are very, very quick. These guys are so professional. That must be the best firefighters in the world. And I'm not
Amongst the
exaggerating
best, let's
it.
put it that
Amongst
way.
the best.
Amongst the
Thank
best,
you.
'cause
That's the word I was looking for.
There's some fantastic
So,
firefighters in different countries.
But these guys are. and
Yeah.
when I
mean, the
see
ones
them
in
now waiting.
Sorry?
I see them now waiting, you see, by the
Oh
water
yes, that's
pump
what I
down.
said before. Yes, absolutely. They try to prevention is better than cure, so they're right there
Totally.
in areas that could be a problem. They seem to
Yeah.
know where these areas are, and it's much better to be out and about than stuck in a fire station, isn't it?
Definitely.
It's half the battle. You're halfway
Yeah.
there, really.
But but these heats, they have to have the uniform on, they have to have the boots on, so they fully clothed
Gets a bit
all
hot.
day, and but these temperatures, I know they're getting used to it, and it's brilliant. But hey, respect. That's the only thing I can say. Respect, guys. Fantastic
full
job
respect to all firefighters, and of course paramedics as
there.
well.
Paramedics out there, and our police, of course.
And the police,
definitely.
all the services.
And
Look at that
that.
colour of that sunset. That is a
Look at that.
fantastic crimson.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's exactly what we're here for.
Isn't it? That is just right on cue, and it's like a money shot, isn't it? Look at that.
Oh, it's
Absolutely.
fantastic. It's just so beautiful.
It is.
You can't beat that.
I can't take my eyes off it.
I can see
no,
that.
no.
I can see that. I can see. Excellent.
I'm transfixed, guys.
So it's a. I'm just looking. Oh, that's fantastic. Look at that. It's just speechless. And after this, we have two more things, and that's again for the day. I'm just trying to get
Yes, I
our
know.
lights on. You never know. Oh yeah.
Oh,
here
here we
now.
go. Funky.
See, remote control.
Yeah,
and
very
everything
clever,
is
very
on it.
snazzy.
Ah,
Yes.
The sun is going down here in Corfu. That's live from the West Coast, guys. So for everybody who is joining us now live, thank you for joining us for this fantastic Saturday sunset.
Yes, it's a Saturday and it's been a beautifully hot day. And you know, just before we came on air, I quickly looked at the thermometer, I should say, and even though it was like gone 8, it was 32 degrees.
Yeah. It goes quick.
It's a hottie, folks.
That's one thing, and that it's so harsh. Look at the sunset here.
Yeah, we've got half a sun
See,
now.
31
eh?
degrees
Half
we had today before we started the show. No, with humidity of 59% and the wind are very, very low. So the sun is definitely setting.
Certainly is.
Oh, it is a fantastic thing. This is a sunset, guys. That's exactly why we're here for.
Well, we are right this minute, yes,
Yeah,
bringing
it takes
all our
to
lovely viewers and
impress the whole
listeners
few down there now.
to let them share in what we're seeing all around the
Yeah.
world. That's the answer, isn't it?
Definitely. That's the answer. So now that's the thing. So that's another sunset from the beautiful island of Corfu. But we can talk now something exciting, and this is an event.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah, and
Yes.
there's an upcoming event. It started already. It's an exhibition. Started on the 2nd of July
All
and
right.
goes until the 31st of August. And all the Darrell's fans out there gonna be going wild now.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
Darrell's photographic exhibition
Oh,
with
right.
photography
Okay.
from behind the scenes
Oh,
of the
of the-
ITV series.
Right,
The
yes.
Darrell's.
Oh, okay, great. And where is that, Thomas?
And this is in the Municipal Art Gallery,
Okay.
not down by the old, next to the old fort. You and me were in
Right.
there. We had a look there. Remember?
Oh, I do remember. I know exactly where you
Yes.
mean. Yes,
In the
yes.
footstep of Edward Lear.
Yes, there's a lovely garden there, a lovely spot, fabulous view, and there was a story about someone climbing up those steps. Was it Edward Lear? Or was
I
it
think so,
Yeah, I
something
think so.
about- yeah,
But
yeah.
there's busts of the Gerald
Gerald.
and Lawrence Darrell
Lawrence Darrell. There's
in this
also
bit. Yeah, they're all
the
there.
Darrell's garden, they call it
Yeah,
now, doesn't
yeah.
it?
Yes, I
the
think so.
Darrells. So there's the photographic
That's a good
exhibition of the Darrells behind the scenes of the successful ITV series, the Darrells, and that's happening now until the 31st of August. Is on
Brilliant.
every day except Monday and bank holidays. Mondays, bank holidays closed. Any other day from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. every day. And
Okay.
for Darrell's fans, why not? That's something
Yes.
fantastic. When do you have the opportunity to see
No,
behind
quite.
the scenes
Absolutely.
shots and their house they really lived in there, the places they were writing, the places they were being a family together and had all these adventures for the thing. So it's a fantastic a little trip,
Yes, well worth a look, I'm sure.
definitely.
Yeah, and look,
I
we
can
just
see
got a
your
little
excitement.
Well, yes, I would be
It's the
excited.
sunset,
but I
yeah.
think the slither of the sunset is rather appealing.
It's
Just
fantastic.
before it goes, say farewell.
He's going, say
Look at the
goodbye.
hues, the colours in the sky, aren't they amazing?
It's tremendous. I think
Yeah.
it's so brilliant.
Absolutely. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. We get carried away with
We
the
get
sun.
carried away. I'm trying to read a couple of messages. Just have this. Lorraine is watching from Pompey. Hi, Lorraine. Thanks for watching again. Xena is watching and sending us in a couple of
Thank you.
questions. He said Lola Ott. They are what? They are. Oops. explorers of the island Corfu, Lola Ort. Okay, they find events, little debates, and share with the English-speaking community. Okay, I have to look into that a little bit more.
Thank you very much.
Lola, thank you, Lola.
Yeah.
I have log on, but it's just a thing now to get the.
Is that Lola from Maratica?
I have no idea. I have to look into that one now.
Okay.
So
if it is, we must say
let
hello,
people know
Lola.
more about that.
Yes, absolutely.
About the events, we're gonna update them, and we're gonna hook up with a few people, and then we maybe can throw this on to the website too. But here, wow, sun is gone. That was fantastic sunset here from the beautiful island of Corfu again.
It was, but it's left us with a fabulous sky. Look at that sky there, isn't that absolutely beautiful? I'm sure if Turner was here with his little palette and paints, he'd be having a wild, ecstatic time with that sky.
Definitely. To get, it's brilliant. Yeah. I'm just loving it.
We love every day here, guys. It truly is a paradise, magical island. And if you're wanting to have a holiday after your hard year's worth of work, please come and check this wonderful place out, because there's something beautiful, special and magic here. That's what we truly believe. That's why we're broadcasting to you good folk wherever you are in the world, telling you about the wonders of Corfu, Greece.
Yes, and that's how it is. Well, how fantastic. So, but before we going, when the show is nearly over, the sun is down, the party is going to start everywhere in the villages and the holiday resorts, so don't hang around, jump in the shower, get ready and join the party everywhere on the island. Oh, I have a beach stroll down. It's so fantastic seeing that moon here. I mean, it's great.
The moon, the stars. I mean, good night skies here, by the way. Not that much light pollution. Certainly where we are on the southwest coast of the island, you can get some fantastic skies, and we're lucky enough to be living under the Milky Way, which is absolutely phenomenal.
Phenomenal, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yes.
So the stars you can see here, it is really...
Well,
it's a fantastic thing.
Say something about lizards, I thought.
Yes, and this is our last thing before we go. We talk quickly about lizards. Well, I promise people out there to talk a little bit more. Say quickly a couple of different species, and the most important is if you drive with your car or your bike, you see a lizard, do not swerve in any direction, just carry on straight, because if you swerve, he's gonna change his direction, and then you're gonna kill him. As simple as that. So stay there. They are so quick. They get out of the way by themselves. So
they do.
Don't swerve on the road. And just so to let you know, what do we have here on lizards?
There we are.
That's so the common lizards here. This is the Moorish gecko.
Yes, and you can actually see them in certain inside buildings as well. On your balconies you might come across them. They're harmless little creatures.
They're harmless and
they're good because they eat the bugs and flies and things like that.
Mosquitoes.
And
but the next
they're friendly lizards.
Yeah, definitely. And this is the Moorish gecko. The next one I really love. This is called the Turkish
he's a
gecko.
beauty, isn't he? Yeah, lovely.
But at the same time, that's also called the moon gecko, because they're coming out. This is the Mediterranean gecko, also called the moon gecko, and they come out with the moon. The moon comes out, these geckos jump
fantastic.
alive.
Wow.
And the fantastic thing on these little things, there's the nearly see-through ones. Yeah?
Yes, that's the one that I call the albino ones. I know exactly the ones you mean, yes. I
you
see a lot of them actually. Now I know why.
That's the moonlight.
Yes, because I'm always up at that time.
These geckos come out. And they are brilliant, and if you're really, really quiet, you see two of them.
Oh yes.
And we're really quiet, you can listen. They communicate with each other in such a squeaky voice.
That is right,
beautiful.
Thomas. You can hear that. If you've got good hearing, you certainly can, yes.
Definitely, yeah. And that's the Turkish, also the Mediterranean gecko, or the moon gecko, because it comes out when the moon comes out. The next one, the Dalmatian.
Yes, that's the one we see rather a lot of, isn't it?
That's a big one. So they become really, really big.
They do.
But they're beautiful. But they're not the green ones, everybody knows.
No, but that one
they stay more brown, but they guys have this blue, you see, under the chin. This turquoise.
Yes, turquoise maybe.
Turquoise,
but they also can have a little bit of red on them and a little bit of green on them. They can actually be quite multicoloured, especially around the head part. I see, or have seen, quite a few. So beautiful. They're quite a common lizard here, those ones, aren't they? Dalmatian.
They are. It's a thing. But this is the one everybody sees, and especially on the road. Here we go, the Balkan
that's the
lizard.
one, isn't it? That's the boy or the girl, isn't it?
Yeah.
The boy or the girl.
And I cannot believe in which sizes I saw them here.
No.
That was wow. So I seen some of them. They 2 to 3 foot.
Yes.
It's unbelievable.
That's
they
a
look really.
rare good sight, though,
They
isn't
look so prehistoric.
They do.
And you look, it's fascinating to watch them.
it? Yeah, and the vividness of the green is every
Yeah.
bit as vivid as you see on screen.
On screen,
For
it's
real, it really is. You can't miss. It's
definitely.
illuminous almost, isn't it, Thomas?
Yeah, definitely. You
Actually,
can't do any different.
didn't we see one on the way here tonight?
We saw one on the
We
way here
did.
tonight. And how
Maybe a
beautiful.
lucky omen, maybe.
But this is what I say, don't swerve, just carry on as you are. These guys are so quick, they just go out of the way. But
Yeah.
if you swerve, they change direction and then you're gonna drive over them, they're gonna run into you. But if you don't respond just straight on, they're so quick, you think you hit them, but you don't. They're really, really quick. When you can see how they speed up, it's brilliant. I love that.
So do I. We
Then
love
to the
this.
last one of the bunch, and
Ah.
this is the agama
Oh, I
lizard.
do you know, I don't think I've ever seen one of them.
I seen twice
Have you?
that lizard down at Halikuna, sitting on a rock sunbathing,
okay.
and it was fantastic.
I bet.
I loved it. It was really, really an experience.
That's got an unusual head shape,
It got
hasn't
a
it?
different, yes.
Do you know what? At the back of that head, it almost says dinosaur, doesn't it?
Exactly. That's why I'm so fascinated. with
Gosh,
the
yes, I
little
see
lizards.
where you're going with that one. Yeah, very good.
And he just stays there motionless, even for an hour. And
Fabulous.
it seems like his color is changing, adapting to his surrounding. It's
a
really,
bit like
really
a chameleon,
funny.
and then maybe.
Yeah, but it's not.
But
So
it's not, no.
it just seems, and I think
Oh,
it's to do
okay.
with the sunlight. But motionless, he stays there, and he waits not far away from the branch usually, and he waits for a fly or something going on there. Yeah? And they are quick, they're brilliant. But yes,
That's
these
fabulous,
are the lizards, and back here we go, and that's how the colors are
there
on the
we
sky.
go.
Look at that one.
Oh, oh, oh. So rich and vibrant, isn't it?
This is unbelievable. This is fantastic. I'm just loving every minute being on this island. And when you people
Absolutely.
can see that, then you know why. Jay, maybe we just go a little bit right with the camera. Let them see the coast there a little. It's such a fantastic view, and they are all over the island.
They are indeed. In fact, we keep saying there isn't anywhere on this island, if you don't look hard enough, you won't see something that isn't beautiful, because I think just about everywhere there is something beautiful. I don't know of a place on this island that doesn't have some small shade of beauty.
Great. And I'm just looking for this thing. There's something supporting in recycling. She's one of the most important supporters in recycling, and this is Lola Ott. And Lola Ott is listening, watching us at the moment from France. So,
hi,
hello
bonsoir.
Lola, thanks for watching, and we're gonna look in, we talk a little bit more about Xenia, about you, because it sounds very, very interesting.
Yes, it does, please.
Yes,
Thank you very much
sure.
for telling us.
Thanks for letting us know. That's exactly what we need. And when you look in there, if you need anything about recycling on Corfu, go to www.recyclecorfu.com. That's a responsive website, location website. So that
Yes,
shows
very
you
good.
where you are. It's gonna show you instantly the location of your next recycle center, including opening times, and it also gives you direction. So it's only smart thing with these websites now. They think for us, aren't they?
Yes, and don't forget, glass, for instance, is very easily recyclable, because at every collection of bins that you see on the roadside, you will see a metal dome type thing where you put your glass in. So you can recycle glass and plastic bottles really quite easily here.
Yeah, brilliant. That's the view. There you see now. Just going with the camera left and right. Jay was showing us a little bit the coastline, but that's the view now over. And
Fantastic.
down this hill you could probably see a couple of houses on the bottom of the screen with lights. That's Bentati, and that's the road then to Gordis. And then in the far distance on the right, you can see Belekas, and then the coast simply farther. So that's the beautiful holiday island of Corfu. So if you guys still sitting in England, in Australia, in America, in France, in India, or wherever you are on this beautiful planet, and you don't know where to go on holiday, don't hesitate. Go over to your travel agent, say, hey, I want to go to this beautiful island, and that's Corfu. Book me a ticket, get me a nice accommodation, and off you go. Or if you're really adventurous, they can book direct.
Absolutely, and why not? I think that's a very good idea. You're in control, and we absolutely are
Definitely.
sure that you will have a fabulous time here. I really think so.
Yeah, and that's the fantastic thing. So guys, but we leave you with this fantastic, beautiful view here from the holiday island of Corfu. As you know, now July, August, we're really stepping the program up. Our series Out and About the Roadshow gonna pop up a couple of times throughout the week now, so every week.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
And show you the most beautiful things on this island, things you probably don't know or things you always wanted to see. But we're gonna find fantastic beaches,
Yes.
fantastic locations,
Oh,
fantastic tavernas,
absolutely.
fantastic adventure things, and
we got-
fantastic festivals.
Yeah.
Anything you can think of, this island produces to give you a fantastic holiday.
Yeah, and we've got a few lined up, haven't we? And I just dare say, in amongst all
Yeah.
that, there'll be a few places that we don't know anything about as yet.
Exactly.
So that's half the
Exactly.
fun.
That's the
Bit of
half
an
the-
adventure, isn't it, really?
That's it.
Yeah.
We're gonna explore. So, but we're completely independent. We can stream like now in the middle of nowhere, direct to you to make this, to present this beautiful island of Corfu to you.
Yeah.
But it's an island once in a life you have to see.
You do indeed. And we know so many millions around the world have been lucky enough to do so. And we also know that when they leave this beautiful island, they never forget it. There's always a little bit somewhere in their heart of this fabulous island of Corfu. It sort of resonates in the brain and keeps in the heart.
Definitely. I can't say anything more than that. You said it, everything. It's a fantastic island. So if you still don't know where to go on holiday this summer, maybe you're lucky and you still find some spaces here on the beautiful holiday island of Corfu. Otherwise, September, October is also a fantastic weather for
Yes,
walking,
it
for
is.
cycling
Yeah.
and exploring. And don't forget the flamingo's going to be back by then.
I
So-
never forget the flamingos. We're always on flamingo watch here at
I
SK.
know. So guys, no, that's everything. But look at that. I'm
Excuse
just,
me.
It's okay.
Excuse me.
What a view! I'm just
Yeah.
so taken. We are so privileged to see that and be here.
We
so
certainly are.
To everybody, all our sponsors, everybody who helps us to put that whole thing together, our boss Claire, thank you so much to enable us for doing that. We loving every minute of it as we love this island.
Absolutely, like a passion you could not believe. Well, you would if you come over and experience it for yourself, of course, which we'd love you to do. Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah, of course. we
But
would.
sadly enough, this is all today what we have time for. So remember, if you have a question regarding this beautiful holiday island, don't hesitate and write us inbox at StudioKerkyra.com. Otherwise, send us a message through the Facebook Messenger or through the page StudioKerkyra. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic weekend and Kali Nichter.
Yes, thanks for watching and have a lovely weekend. And thank you for sharing your time with us. It's most precious, but so is this island. And Kala Nikta.